This next step here is a process called doughing in, and so this is actually where we're going to be adding the grains to the grain father. So I mentioned that I use a finer crush. Well, one of the things that I use to help get around that finer crush as far as stuck sparges goes is I actually use rice hulls. Rice hulls increase the filterability of the grains, of the grain bed, if you will, allowing just enough water to move through so we don't end up with what's called a stuck sparge. We really don't. You never ever stuck sparge will ruin your brew day pretty quick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and remove. Go ahead and remove my pump arm right now. We're going to add in some grains. Now notice I'm not adding the grains in all at the same time, right? And that's the reason why is because I want to make sure that these grains are very well hydrated. So again, we're trying to avoid this stuck sparge that I mentioned. So there's some more rice hulls there. And making sure that this is well mixed. Add some more grains. And so you can kind of see what I'm doing here is I'm alternating between adding the grains and adding some of the rice hulls. Again, trying to increase the filterability, if you will, of this. All right, so there we go. So doughing in, nothing really fancy about that at all, except you want to make sure again that you're not forming any dough balls. So you want to make sure that all those grains that you're throwing in there are properly hydrated, because otherwise it could end up in a stuck sparge, or it could very well affect the efficiency of your mash. So here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more rice hulls to this. And as far as stirring it goes, nothing real fancy about that. I like to take some some downward, I guess it would be vertical, right? Some downward chops here to make sure that I'm cutting through any potential dough balls that are forming here. But again, if you're real deliberate about this and you do this kind of in slow steps, you're probably not going to have any issues.